Hey everyone, just thought I would jump online and we're here using tradingview.com to view our charts. And over the last few days, I've had a few people ask me about certain charts and what we can do, how to read charts, what do I think about this coin or that coin. So I just thought I'd see if there's anything out there you guys want to ask. Is there any questions that you have regarding? Hey Esteban, this is my first live video. It's very exciting. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on today. I'm here. It's almost midnight here in New Zealand, and I'm here to help you guys out. So if you have any questions about the charts, if there's anything particular you want me to look at, that's basically what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to try and do a few of these, just crypto trading for beginners. There's a lot of things in these charts that sometimes can be quite difficult to read. So if there's any questions at all that you have about your portfolio, if there's any questions at all that you have about any of the indicators that we use, I'm basically here to answer your questions. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Just looking at the Bitcoin chart. So for those who are new to the BOSS method, that's what we're currently set up and that's what we're currently looking at. We have a couple of indicators set up here. So we've got the MACD and the RSI. Can you guys hear me okay? Kind of the first time I've done one of these videos, so I want to make sure that everything's coming through as it should. Just making sure that the audio is okay, making sure we don't have too much of a delay. Hey Crypto Squirrel. Esteban and Crypto Squirrel are my two first followers on my first live video ever. So how are you guys doing in the markets? Is there anything, any coins that you're watching? How are we feeling about Bitcoin? I'm actually hoping it's going to keep on going up, at least for now. I mean, it's looking like a bit of a double bottom here, which should, it around about 10,000, but even if it just takes us over 9,000, I'd be happy with that. And I'm a Kiwi too. Good to hear, Crypto Squirrel. You following our Bitcoin page? We've set up a Bitcoin page for New Zealand. I got sick of seeing all the Facebook pages where it's all about spams and Ponzi's and ICO frauds. So definitely invite you to jump onto our group as well. We also have got Twitter, in case you guys want to check out our Twitter account as well. Yeah, I live in New Zealand, but I'm not actually a Kiwi. I am a Colombian Aussie. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix, but yeah, I'm currently living in New Zealand, living in Auckland and love it. So been a tricky couple of few weeks in this market. And these are just a whole bunch of coins that I'm watching at the moment. I had jumped into QSP, made a very small profit, double bottom again, but fortunately didn't really hold. It may just do a bit of support and keep going, but all this red kind of gets me concerned. TRX did a big nice spike today. 89's 15% there. Any of you guys, were you guys in TRX? So as you can see, I had set up 2 of my targets here. Jumped into TRX. I think about down here. So sold. I did a partial sell around here. Did a second partial sell here, and then just sold just before it came back down. Now, sometimes you can actually keep these running for a while, like I would normally wait and leave it going up to that 3rd target, but I'm going to take this one off there because that's not relevant at the moment. But with Bitcoin being so choppy lately, it's very tricky to be able to reach those targets, where in the past they have been quite easy to reach. The reason I sold was because I saw this MACD and this RSI spike up way too high. Like the RSI reached 81 and my MACD was about to cross over again. Hey, that's nice. Welcome on board. There's 5 people watching me. It's so exciting. I know it's sad. It's my first video, guys. My first ever live stream, so it's still exciting. So yeah, so TRX, yeah, I mean, it still has a buy signal here in trading view. So in theory, it could have just done, it's going to bring it down to the 1 hour. Yeah, so it definitely could just have done a bit of a correction. We use this ruler over here. We can, it's at a 6% correction, which isn't that bad. It's just a bit of a pullback, but it could keep on going. I'm happy with my 15%, so for now I'm not going to jump back in. Your TA looks pretty much the same as mine. I'm glad it does. That means that we're on the same boat. That's awesome. Yeah, I was just telling the guys before you catch the Aunt Rice today. Let's see what's Ontology doing. I did, but then I think it went back down again. Oh yeah, I did catch it. But yeah, as I caught it, it also came back down again, unfortunately. Let me just check and see. I'm just looking at Ontology at the moment. I think there's a bit of a lag in the video, so I'm just trying to make sure it catches up with me. So I got Ontology, was it today? It might have been last night. So I didn't actually catch the spike. Hopefully this will mean it's going to just do a bit of a pullback and then go back. What is that percentage I'm looking at? 8%, oh, a little bit, yeah, about 8% pullback. As we know, pullbacks are quite healthy. I'm actually hoping it's going to go up. So I've drawn these head and shoulders from before, which is when I jumped out. So we'll get rid of that because that's no longer relevant. That's when I jumped out, and then it kind of came down here, hit this, which will probably be a bit down, further down. What's it looking like on the 343? Made a good 11% on that one. Congratulations, that's nice. Anything profits is good. So yeah, so the thing with Ontology is this coin has been going quite crazy. So this is the 343. We're looking at the boss method at the moment. So they reckon it's got potential for new all-time highs, which would be great. New all-time highs could potentially mean somewhere above here. And if we go anywhere near that from where we are now, 30% would be pretty good. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on, I guess, Bitcoin at the moment, or I guess your trading strategies at the moment. So as you guys, I don't know if you guys follow us on the #1 Bitcoin group of the world. We have a group of moderators there, and we look at the different, I guess, opportunities that there are and the different strategies that we use. And we find that most of us have gone down from, so where in the past we would have, like I said, this is definitely touching all-time highs, so that's going to be a strong resistance. But we would be going for trades like, like, I don't know, 50, 60%. But just now we find, like, as you can see, like if we look at ontology, we've had ups and downs, which if you're watching it on the 1 hour chart, you can definitely jump on and, make profits and sell them. I mean, if you bought this when it went, so when it hit that dip, that was on the 19th, could have made 21%. I don't know about you guys, but these days I usually wait for confirmation before I jump into a chart. So I'm definitely using that more these days. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts are? Do you have any questions about, what kind of portfolio do you have? Do you have any coins that, you're interested in that you believe are going to be good opportunities coming up? I know there's only 5 of you. I'm still excited. It's my first video. 5 is better than none. I actually thought there wouldn't be any. So I'm glad you guys are joining me. It's awesome. Stevan, Crypto Squirrel, and that's nice. It's great to have you guys here. But I'd definitely like to hear your feedback. Is there anything else you guys are looking at? What are you thinking of the market? There was another one that I was looking at. Oh, yes, WTC. Do you think there's a cup and handle forming for RDD? Give me 1 second, Crypto Squirrel. I'll check that for you in a second. This was another one I was looking up. I'm just going to quickly jump into the 343. And I'm going to wait for the lag to catch up with me. So this is a really good chart on the bigger time frame. We're looking at WTC, which is Waltcoin. And if I get rid of, can you guys see Waltcoin at the moment? Or is it still behind? Okay, I think you guys can see it now. So if I get rid of all the noise on that coin, like you can see, Waltcoin has some serious potential. Now, just the only reason I haven't jumped back into this one is because I'm waiting. So with the boss method, we usually do white above blue. You know what to do, which is very close to happening. However, if I take that down to the 1 hour chart, might be doing a bit of a pullback. 3%. That's not really a pullback. It's just doing its thing. That's definitely a good coin to look out for. The fact that this, again, running very slow. The fact that this 7 has actually cleared the 231 makes me believe it's getting ready. Definitely I'd watch out for that red candle. Maybe if we just bring it down. I think this is a good buy at the moment. Waltcoin. It's definitely got some serious potential. Obviously, you have the few things that you've got to note with this coin currently is we've got the 77 that's still still going down. It's got a little bit of a tail, a very small one. got the 7 that's on the way back up, and the 231 is flatlining. So what I'm hoping will happen is the fact that that 231 has flatlined. Guys that are currently on the live stream, can you guys let me know what you think about the lag? Looks to me like I'm talking and the video is 100 miles behind me. Just wanted to make sure that it's making sense as I'm talking. Can you guys tell me what you think? So that's the flat line there. So as long as that flat line remains, and hopefully it will start to go up, and that 7 continues to go up, that should give it enough momentum that will turn the 77 around. My 2 MACD and RSI are also looking good, so that's definitely positive. Crypto Squirrel, just to answer your coin, let's take a look at RDD and see what it's doing. Bittrex. So I've got to keep on talking because I'm still waiting for the screen to come up. Sounds fine. Is the sound in line with the video though, Tony? Hey, Tony. You're another one else watching me. Seems all cool, no lag. Awesome, that's all I wanted to know. So, RDD, oh, I haven't looked at this one for a while. Let's see what it's doing. So I'd shown up this head and shoulders. It is kind of following it, kind of, yes and no. Now if it holds, I'm just going to hide that for a second. Let's just show that head and shoulders. I don't hear or see a lag. Awesome. Thank you, Tony, for letting me know. So it's actually got a bit of a support here. Crypto Squirrel, you were talking about a lag. Sorry, not a lag, a cup and handle. What time frame are we looking at? Just going to change it to the daily. I don't really see it forming in the thread. Oh, there it is. On the daily. Definitely has the potential. Also, if we look at the head and shoulders, looks like a bit of a reverse head and shoulders here. I go all the way here and do that. And if that actually pans out, so if we have that head and shoulders complete, okay, so that's what it looks like. I'm just going to get rid of it. Or your question of whether it was doing a cup and handle, so that would be, this would be the cup, and that would be the handle. I believe, yes, it is. So we've got a couple of good signs in this chart. Crypto Squirrel, I've got mine set on the 6 hour. Okay, I don't usually use the 6 hour, so I usually use either the 4 hour. So we're running the boss method, so I run off the 77, which is the same as the hour if you're running the free trading view account, the 343, which is the 4 hour, and then the daily just to confirm. So it definitely seems like it's got the potential to do both of those. So either an inverse head and shoulders or a cup and handle. Just because of Bitcoin being Bitcoin, I would wait to probably see a bit of confirmation on that, because as you can see, it already tried once. So if I just get rid of those lines. And so as you can see around here, it had already tried once to kind of do that, I guess, reverse and continue its substance. So it's tried once already. So I would definitely wait for this one. As I said, it could just be pulling back because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin had seen 8,500 and above, and it's now currently under 8,400, 8,473. I hope that answers your question, Crypto Squirrel. So yeah, it definitely looks like a good coin at the moment. Just have to see if it holds out. There was another one that I was looking at. Neo I was looking at earlier on today. Neo is tricky. Neo hasn't really done very well at all. It tried to do something back in early April, but as you can see, it kind of hit that support, same support it hit on the way down, and it just broke down again. What I'm actually hoping will happen with Neo, we'll just set up another support here. I think it might actually hit this support again, and if it does, it'd just be kind of like a nice confirmation, you know, just to confirm that support and just kind of do something like this and go back up again. So it's definitely not a buy right now, but definitely one I'm keeping an eye on. My pleasure, Crypto Squirrel. Hope that helps out. And guys, I'm going to try and do a few more of these. Like I said, I've had a few people ask me just random questions about what I think about coins. I think sometimes it's hard. I'm obviously on a very different time frame as you guys, so and I might not be able to do it every night, but I will do it when I can. Just jump online, you know, instead of me being here and looking at charts by myself. I will basically tell you guys what I'm thinking, if there's anything out there that I think is looking good. Um, the other thing that I did notice as well today was Litecoin. I had to sell my Litecoin today, unfortunately. If you guys follow my channel, and please remember to subscribe, you'll see that I have I did a video yesterday about stop losses, and I think in the market that we have today, it's really important to keep the stop losses and make sure that you're following them now. There's also a term that one of the moderators in our group was talking about. I think it's called the Wyckoff process or chart, and it's kind of like a chart that talks about. So you've got, and this is my version of it, and please, I'm just learning, but you got like an accumulation happening here, then it goes up, and you've got a something there. What's that one called? Distribution, and then it goes down, and then you have another accumulation over here. So if that accumulation holds up, now my stop loss got triggered. I am trying not to make anything above 10% losses, and I know that's quite high. And I guess in this market, I try and hold off as much as I can. So it actually got triggered off. However, if this plays out and this accumulation becomes stronger, so if we see something like that, we could potentially see another wave, and we could be looking at, let's see what we could be looking at. 30%. Oh, that'd be nice. So that's just going from that support that it's currently under now. So I'm going to have to move that because that was supposed to hold and it didn't. To, I mean, that's on the low frame because we could even go up as far as the top of that. And I wish this would disappear. Let me just move this over. Which is about here. That's 46%. Litecoin's got some real potential, so I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on this one, just in case. So I'd like to get an idea from my 6 followers today, or my 6 people watching the video. You know, what kind of things do you believe I could do to help you out? Is there anything in TradingView that you're having problems with, things that you haven't been able to set up or just finding difficult to use? Are there any videos that you believe I could do to help you out with trading, with using different tools, with following the market? I'd like to get your thoughts on that. Oh, this was another one that I sold. Just going to quickly jump in and have a look at it. So I'm just looking at my portfolio at the moment, just trying to remember. Yeah, so another few coins that I'm keeping my eye out on is if Litecoin gets added to Gemini, we will have a good race. Yes, we will. I don't know when that's going to occur. That's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. A few other coins I'm keeping an eye on at the moment are KMD. And this one's currently up about 3%. Was going up quite nicely. Seems to be doing a bit of a pullback. I was quite excited to see the 7 crossing the 231. However, I think Bitcoin did a bit of a dip there, and so it's kind of put that back down again. But definitely something that I am keeping an eye on. So I definitely have this one. By the way, just before I forget, this is not financial advice, but you guys all know that. This is just this is me just checking the charts, looking at trading, figuring out what I'm doing, deciding what I'm going to do next. And just thought I'd have people watching me while I'm doing it and see if there's anything I can help you guys out with. Same thing, Litecoin was doing pretty well, it's had a bit of a pullback. I think those two pullbacks are both due to Bitcoin going under 8,500. And then we've got DGB, same. Everything's doing the same at the moment. They're all just doing. I did post this one onto Twitter a while ago. Hopefully, if you guys got in, you could have made a nice 35% on that. I think I bought this one and sold, I think, at about 24%. And then I jumped back in when it crossed over again. So that's DGB. Hopefully, we'll see some nice returns on that as well. So DGB came to, another one was Dodge. Now it isn't doing as nice as I'd like it to do. And guys, one more thing as well, please keep in mind 90% of what I chart is technical analysis. I don't really follow the fundamentals, or very rarely. But yeah, that's just how I trade. Dodge is one I've been looking at for a while. Like, see, did this huge accumulation process around here, which of course I didn't get into because I missed it, but that's all right. So I'm hoping it's going to do something similar. It's kind of been going sideways for at least 10 days at the moment. So what I've currently done is I've set another stop loss for this one, and I'm hoping it will hold and it won't sell, but who knows. Okay guys, I've been online for about half an hour now. Do you guys have any more questions? Anything that I can help you out with? Is there any questions that you have, comments, feedback? You liked it, you hated it, it was crap, it was great. What do you think? That's nice. Crypto Squirrel, Tony, I think Steven's still online as well. I'd love to get your feedback, guys. It is my first video. So you guys can either help me make it really crap from now on, or make them better with your feedback. Six people are now watching. Hey to whoever's online now. There's 6 people. There was 5 a second ago. Just trying to see if anyone's got any more questions. The questions are basically regarding anything in your portfolio. Questions about crypto trading. I liked it. Keep doing what you're doing. It's good for newbies to get the basics. Thank you, Tony. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hi, Simon. I hope I said that properly. Oh, another one. Hey, great. Does that mean you guys are enjoying it? That's awesome. Hey guys, I'm assuming that if you are on this live video that you have subscribed and you've turned on post notifications on my YouTube channel. So thank you for your support. I really hope you guys are enjoying the content. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of free time, so I can't always do the videos and do the actual videos and post them. But I think with the live, sounded about right. I think with the live streams, I might get a chance to kind of, maybe help you guys what's happening at the moment. Thoughts on Nexus? Sure, let's do Nexus. Guys, it's like after midnight here, but that's okay. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. Oh la la. Haven't looked at Nexus for a while, actually. Miss the good stuff, it seems. No, you never miss the good stuff. I'm going to, so basically what I was telling the guys is you're more than welcome. I'm going to post it when BK, okay. Now one question at a time. I'm just going to try and do some live videos. I just find it a bit hard to do other content, but I'm going to kind of show you guys what I'm doing in trading. This isn't financial advice. Instead of me sitting here trading by myself, then I think I can maybe, teach newbies what I'm doing. I've been in the crypto space for a little over a year now. I only started doing trading just about August last year. Made a terrible 60% loss and then started making some nice profits using the boss method. Shout out to Brandon Kelly and to the #1 Bitcoin group of the world. If you are in New Zealand, I've also set up a new group called Bitcoin NZ, which is going to help you guys as well. So all that is available to you. We've also got our Twitter account at Nanicrypto, and we've got Instagram as well. And yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be doing. Nexus. Just going to jump on about Nexus. A lot of lines on this chart. So looks like I was expecting a new wave, which kind of, you can't even say that kind of happened, but 35% is still a good profit, but it obviously didn't go anywhere near what it should have done. You got to guys also got to remember that with crypto trading now compared to what it was November, December last year, things have changed completely. It's a new market. We've got new investors. There's a lot of people interested in Bitcoin, and the markets are just different. Things aren't running the way they used to. Things will take a lot longer. Bitcoin dips and spikes and affects everything across the board. So just be careful when you're doing your trading. So I definitely expect, like, Nexus is due. It's definitely due for a new run. So that's kind of on the long term. And if we look at that, it's been doing that since, wow, March. So if I quickly grab that and go all the way to here and kind of when it's trying to do its thing, it's been over 2 months of not really doing as much as it should. However, we bring it down to what it's currently at. Also for those guys who have just joined us, I'm trading differently these days. I try and stick to the boss method. I do sometimes kind of take it down to the 77. That's just a shorter time frame to kind of run a few confirmations. I also use the Ichimoku cloud, which I always get wrong. I'm definitely going to need to. Whoa, that's looking really nice on that cloud. I'll need to definitely do a video on that. I've had a few people ask me about it. But basically the kind of things you look at in the cloud is you want your price to be above. So let me just draw what we're looking for. So we want the price to be above, check. So that's number one. Oh, wait. That's number one. And this is a really, this isn't a Ichimoku cloud tutorial. I'll set up a new one. So that's number one. You want the span to be above the cloud. So that's number two, and it's almost there, but it's not. You want the green line, and I'm going to have to look this up because I never remember what it's called. So the green line is the conversion and the baseline. I'm sure there's better words for that. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to try and remember what they're called. Because if you're watching a few videos regarding the Ichimoku cloud, you might have, see, okay, so the conversion line is called the Tenkan, which is the green line, and the baseline is called the Kijun, which is the blue line. So the third thing is we would want, so you definitely want the green above the blue, so that would be that there, which we have a tick on, so that would be number 3. And the other important thing, sorry, so probably before number 2 is you want the span to be above the price. So right now you've got your span above the price, you've got the, you know what I might do? I'll turn off the ultimate BK so we don't get confused. So we've got the span above the price, we've got the, sorry, we've got the bars above the price. I'm getting confused here, sorry guys, it's getting late. I need to go soon, but okay. So we have the candles above the cloud, number 1. We have the pink line, which is the span, above the price. That's number 2. We have the green line, which is the Tenkan, above the blue line, which is the Kinjun, which is the baseline. That's number 3. And then the fourth kind of confirming one is you still also want that span to be above the cloud. Another really important thing to note is, so the thing about the Ichimoku cloud is it actually gives you a, what's it called? Kind of like a past, present, and future. So where this pink line is, I believe it's 26 positions behind. Inputs, span, displacement. I think it's 26 positions behind from the price. And then we've got 26 positions in front. We've got this. So the red cloud indicates a downtrend and the green cloud indicates an uptrend. So to me, this chart is looking really good. So this is NXS. Just going to jump onto the daily to see where we're at. And all of that's going to become, we'll get rid of the training tools. Turn off the cloud, turn back the ultimate BKs. If you guys are new to the boss method, they've got an ultimate BK moving averages. We've got that set up on the videos. So it definitely has a stronger support. So this is just on the daily chart. It's got a really strong support there. But it also has another support there. So that's kind of come on. So why did I draw that support? That support would have, that line's been hit a few times actually. So it was hit around here and it was also hit around here. So that's, and not once or twice, but quite a few times. That's 2 strong supports. So I'm hoping it won't go all the way down here. And I would say I would be looking either, if it doesn't bounce now, which we currently have a green candle on, then I would be expecting it to kind of continue that momentum and then go up. Now, a very important thing to note is we are under the 231. The 77 is kind of trying to do something, but, you know, and the 77 is currently going down as well. So I wouldn't jump into this just yet. 343. It's a bunch of lines everywhere. Sorry, I'm not used to having people watching me while I chart, but I'm just going to get rid of those lines so that we can make more sense of the smaller time frame. You see, we've actually got a strong candle there on the 343, but we've also got a red candle right next to it. So like I said, wouldn't be something I'd jump into right now. Like I said, just because of, our rule does say wait until it crosses. But if we, depending on whether you trade on the 343 or the 77-minute chart, then you could potentially be looking to get in soon. It's currently on my watch list. It's over here on, I'm actually going to write it down. NXS. Oh no. Oh, that was bad. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Accidentally wrote with my Sharpie on my whiteboard. So NXS, we're going to write it here in big letters, 23727. Okay, I'm not even going to try and say your name, Jay. I hope that makes sense with your question regarding Nexus. So it's definitely looking good, looks to be setting up nicely. Just keep in mind that I don't believe it's ready yet on the 343, and yeah, you might want to give it some time for those lines to kind of come down and reconvene so that it can then go up. Crypto Squirrel, your question: when BK refers to energy built up, how do you identify it? Is it based on volume? Yes and no. I'm just trying to think of a good chart that I can show you where I can explain it. Just give me 1 second. Probably the easiest way is to find a chart that I have bought recently and see what the energy is looking like. I mean, Nexus is a good example though, because it's kind of building up. But even, sorry, if I go to Litecoin again, which we showed a bit earlier on, and now it has squirrels all over it. Okay, this chart has got way too many lines. Let's look at Litecoin on Binance, which I know doesn't have any lines at all. So what does it mean by the energy? Energy built up. So, I mean, if you've been looking at the charts for a while now, let's just say if we're looking at anything within this kind of area here, we can see, and obviously this is as soon as it came out, that we had a very strong dip. And there is no energy there. There is nothing there. There's nothing accumulating. There's nothing, coming through. However, you also know that when there is a dip, so when Brandon looks at the charts, he normally mentions that we should have a breakdown, flat line. What comes next? Up. So, give me a second. I'll check Jay in a second. So I guess when he talks about the energy, it's about like knowing, these are what we've spoken about today. Like these are accumulation phases, and it's really important to, keep an eye on them and make sure that you're watching that coin. If you had realized, so let's just say it went down. I'm just going to get rid of it so I can see what I'm doing. And it went down and it dipped pretty dramatically. But if you had followed that rule of white over blue, you know what to do, you could have made, if you sold all the way up, you could have made 130%. If you sold according to the rule, you still would have made 100%. So the energy in the chart is like, actually, if we go back to Nexus just quickly, it's only available on Bittrex, so it's going to have all those lines that we were looking at just now. But if you look at this chart, you would have noticed that even though there has been, we've gotten again, the same lines we were just looking at. So breakdown, flat line, huge accumulation here, and uptrend, same thing, flat line, accumulation, which has been longer, but it's bound to go back up again. So the energy is, because the other thing is you may have thought, let's just say you jumped into this trade here, still could have made a good 70%, or if you sold when it went back down, 27%. You can see here the energy has left the chart. Once the energy, and this is why the 343 is so strong, because the 343 is not a chart that happens overnight. It takes a few days for it to happen. So you won't see the chart, well, unless there's been like news or something, you may see a chart spike, but the energy will remain in that chart and should allow, for a significant uptrend. However, here we can see the energy is leaving the chart. As soon as it crosses that line, we go, okay, it's leaving, I'm out. And I think that's what some people find really hard to do. I hope that answers your question, Crypto Squirrel. We're going to quickly check track. Now, I'm only going to use TradingView, so if it's here, I didn't think it would be. I'm thinking maybe track and Nexo maybe on your, it's probably on CoinG, you're probably looking at charts, maybe on KuCoin. So I won't be going through those today. Hey guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for following me, for subscribing, for watching. Please remember to give me your thoughts about today's content, about, where you believe we can be. If there's anything that you think I can do better, any videos that you need help with, any indicators, any charts, specific charts that you want to see. We are now with over 1,000 people on our YouTube channel, and I will try to continue to create this content for you guys and help you out there. And obviously, hey, thanks 100 times for your support. It is almost 1 a.m. here, so it's okay. That makes sense again. Thank you. My pleasure, Crypto Squirrel. I'm curious, and I just want to know. I know Crypto Squirrel is from New Zealand. I'd love to know where you guys are from. If you can just write that into the chat, just so we know where everybody's from, that would be great. And yeah, just remember to keep an eye on this channel. Remember to subscribe, follow, comment, thumbs up, and thank you for everything, guys. Hopefully we will be catching up soon. And it's Nanicrypto out for today. What is today? I don't even know what today is. 12:30 a.m. on the 22nd of May. Do you have regular times when you stream? I'm about to get on. You guys keep asking me questions. No, I don't. It's the first live stream I've done. I'm in New Zealand and it's currently about midnight, so I will be doing, like, if I do live streams, they'll be in the evening. Chicago by way of Poland. So I'll be doing them at night. So you're more than welcome to join me. I won't say I'll be doing them every night because that will probably be a bit difficult, but I will try and do a couple of videos, at least a couple a week. But thank you again for everything. Have a great night. Thank you, Seven. Thank you guys for your support. Hi to everyone in the US. Looks like you guys are about waking up. And hopefully you'll join me for my next video. Have a great evening, guys, and thank you so much for everything. You know what the best part is? It's my first live stream, and I have no idea how to turn it off. Oh dear. Actually, no, I don't know how to turn it off. No, I don't. It's still going.